Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. Today we will cover the sad truth about the Cybertruck and why the Model Y is the main reason for it. We will cover why the Cybertruck will be more in the waiting line here, and we might have to wait till the Q1 quarter in 2022. And this is not because they do a bad job here in Giga Austin. They are doing a great job, and thanks to Jeff Roberts for the footage. And later on we will have some short footages from Giga Berlin, so stay tuned. Thanks to Tobias Lind. So we will go into some reasons why I believe the Model Y is the main reason the Cybertruck is delayed. And if you subscribe my channel, you give me support for my work, and I hope you follow me for my daily updates now. So let's start with some of the reasons here. So first of all, Tesla has definitely some internal goals here, what they want to reach in 2021. And of course, all the analysts and investors out there are calculating something around 750 and 800,000 cars. But I'm pretty sure that internally they are really aiming for the 1 million cars in 2021. And this is one of the main reasons we might not see the Cybertruck this year. The other reason is that the SUV market, of which is the Model Y is a really profitable business, and it is a really good business for Tesla to go into. But it's not only a good reason to go into it as fast as possible, but I believe it's also the biggest battleground when it comes to competing with other car companies out there. And there's a lot of money to be made. We do know that the margins are really good when it comes to the Model Y. And the Model Y is a really good success in China, but this is not really affecting the delays that we might see for the Cybertruck in Giga Austin. On the other hand, when looking at the United States, we do know that a lot of people do like an SUV, a nice big car, family car, the possibility to have even the seats in the back of the car. These are options that are really good for United States customers. So the demand for the Model Y is so big that Fremont is not able to catch up with that. And this is the reason why Tesla has to prioritize what they want to do. And they do know the Model Y ramp up is much easier than the Cybertruck ramp up. We have seen a successful ramp up quietly, smoothly happening in Giga Shanghai. We do know that the ramp up in Fremont has been without any big bad things happening over there. So there have been no interruptions despite the coronavirus last year. So again, we do see that this is working really well, ramping up this production, because they have learned from the Model 3 and there are not too many big differences on ramping up the Model Y. And that's the reason why Tesla is moving into doing the same thing in Giga Austin, ramping up the production of the Model Y and making more money with that. And with that, they are able to make more units, more deliveries, because they're more experienced with that. And looking at Giga Berlin, guys, that's the same strategy in Europe. Europe has a really nice amount of people liking to have an SUV car, and the Model Y fits really perfectly in it. We have a lot of people owning cars from Audi, from BMW, Daimler, etc. So that's a really good market to enter and compete with the German car companies in their own home. So again, guys, this is the strategy here. But the issue what comes with that is, when you have a Model Y ramp up in Giga Berlin and you have a Model Y ramp up in Giga Austin, you have to have enough batteries. And we do know that the Roadrunner in Fremont is ramping up really well here, but we also know that the Giga Berlin will get the new battery cells from Fremont. So they have to export the batteries. And looking at the numbers here, we do see some nice numbers when it comes to the SUV numbers. So we do see that there is a market and there's a lot of competition. So a lot of car companies competing in this field. But Tesla is able to enter that really fast once they have finished Giga Berlin. Despite all the issues here, I'm not sure anymore if we can keep up with the timeline here, as I had some discussion with you in the comments section. But I want to wait for some official announcements here when we see that the timeline is actually not not happening as we know so far. But again, we will definitely see some Model Ys coming out here this year. And combining that, coming back to the Cybertruck, combining the ramp up of Model Y in Giga Berlin and Giga Austin, that means there are not enough batteries. And we do know that the Cybertruck is a really loved pickup truck. We do know that this will be such a brand awareness product like no other before. But again, the Cybertruck, and that is the sad truth, has to wait. It has to wait because there are not enough batteries, and the issue of ramping up the battery production in Fremont for the Roadrunner, it needs still some time. And Tesla needs some time to ramp up battery production in Giga Austin. And once they have done that, they might have more batteries. And that's what Elon has mentioned many, many times on Twitter, that they have issues of not having enough batteries this year. And once Giga Berlin is producing its own batteries again for the Model Y, then there is not such a issue with not having enough batteries. So again, the Cybertruck is a great product. I really love it, and I have my most successful video about the Cybertruck on this channel. But the sad truth is that the Cybertruck still has to wait for the production line. And it really shows that Tesla is currently moving really fast. I mean, don't get me wrong. Tesla is moving really fast, but at the end of the day, the battery production and other car companies working now with EVs as well comes to a point where we have to wait till there are enough batteries. So it is not only an issue that Tesla has, this will be an issue for many, many other car companies out there. And so we are looking here at the numbers for the United States, and we do see some great SUV numbers. I mean, guys, makes so much sense to go with the Model Y right now. They can ramp up the production really fast at Giga Austin, and this makes the 1 million car goal that I personally hope Tesla will achieve this year, will make it much more possible. Because there's another issue. It's not a big issue, but again, always take under consideration the Cybertruck is a total new production line. It is all new, and we do know how challenging that is. And even though we had rumors that the Cybertruck will have a production line in Fremont, so like a test production line, again, guys, always remember it's such a new product. There will always be some kind of issues ramping up a Cybertruck. But ramping up a Model Y in this Giga Austin construction site will be much easier, much faster, and it will, give all the people in the United States at first the possibility to receive a Model Y, and Tesla will have the advantage to further go into the market and further push into the market of the SUVs, and this is the big advantage Tesla can use right now. There's another reason why it is actually not as bad as many people might think. And again, I don't have any reservation for Cybertruck, and I might understand a lot when people are frustrated that they have to wait longer. But the truth is that Rivian or other companies going into the same segment like the Cybertruck, pickup trucks, etc., there is not much happening yet. So Tesla still has some time to actually delay the production. For the SUV section, when it comes to the Model Y, there is more competition, more car companies trying to get in this market. I'm not saying they will be successfully competing with the Model Y, but there is more competition or more car companies going into it much sooner as in the pickup truck section. So again, this also makes a lot of sense for Tesla to prioritize this market segment, the SUV segment. So going into that, and I hope you did enjoy my analysis here. If we summarize that, it's not bad news. We just have to stay calm. We have to be patient with what Tesla is doing. But I believe it's the right move to go with the Model Y first, then having the Model Y in Giga Berlin. And this kind of creates the issue of not having enough batteries. So the only reason we have to wait for the Cybertruck much longer as we might expect is the same reason the Semi is not in production yet. It is a battery issue, and this issue will be solved hopefully till the end of the year, and then finally we will see these great products going out of Giga Austin. So take care, guys.